Okay, welcome to this weather alert. Yes, I'm with you at around 3 in the morning because I was woken up by a power outage. The UPS's went off. There's an alarm and it wakes me up. Um, no, I had a power outage for 1 minute. Luckily, it came back on. But you can see we're dealing with some pretty heavy rain and some pretty strong winds across the area. Power outages, we're up to almost close to 5,000 customers now without power on Long Island. And have the outage in Mineola. That's just northeast of me. That's affecting about 300 or so customers. We have an outage in Great Neck, some small outages in Great Neck. Generally, most of them are scattered, smaller outages, mostly in the north shore, the middle of the island. But there are some exceptions to the rule. You'll notice south shore of Nassau. No outages at all from Merrick all the way to Massapequa. Sitting pretty in Lynbrook and well, most of these areas here on the south shore of Nassau. However, going further east into Suffolk, it's a different story. We have a power outage, a big one in Great River and parts of West Sayville. So this is affecting a lot of people. This outage right here, um, and you can see here most of central Suffolk it seems to be on scathes with power outages. We have one in I guess that's northern Hampton Bays, fairly large one. Not too many out east. And that's pretty much it for the power outages on Long Island. However, we have power outages also in New Jersey as well. JCP&L has got 8,000 customers without power right now. And, scattered around parts of, looks like Northwestern Ocean County has some outages. Has some outages around Point Pleasant. And then some more inland as well. It's kind of surprising, all these outages, because usually most of the leaves are off the trees by now. Going to the power outage map, but usually there's still a lot of leaves on the trees, I guess. Um, Looking at your list here, you can see New York tops the amount of power outages, 18,760, followed by New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and California. So you see these are the states that are in yellow right now. New Jersey has 12,000 out, and most of these are in the western parts of the state. So a little more to the west um, has these outages. New York, there's some pretty hard hit areas up here. I know they might have had a little snow upstate, maybe a lot of snow. Um, but anyway, let's look at our observations outside because we've had some pretty strong wind gusts over the area. You can see the winds are gusting up to 35 miles an hour in a lot of spots. So we have some pretty strong winds to deal with right now. If we look at Islip, let's see what their peak wind gust was. They actually gusted to 40 miles an hour. So I don't know why we're not the wind. There is a wind advisory, but just for Eastern Suffolk. I think it should have been for the whole island. These winds are pretty strong. Farmingdale also had a max wind gust of 40 miles an hour. So some pretty strong winds. Let's look at JFK. What was their max wind gust? 43 miles an hour. So that's pretty strong. Uh, that's pretty strong. We also got the coastal flood advisory in effect, and Manhattan has a coastal flood statement. So, some pretty strong winds out there. Look at Jones Beach, 44 mile an hour wind gust. Actually, it's West Gilgo, 44 mile an hour wind gust over there. So, yeah, some very strong winds right now occurring over the area right now. Well, looking at some of these stations along the Jersey Shore, a 47 mile an hour wind gust at Seagirt. So we're going to go over those statistics later today. But yeah, the winds definitely are. I warned people that the winds could be bad, and I kind of underestimated the power outage impact. I had a feeling it would be shown it was going to be worse. Where the rain is still falling, and we still have a few more hours of it to go. A lot of areas have gotten. If we look at precipitation here, go to the 12-hour here. You see a lot of areas in Nassau County, especially over an inch of rain. Suffolk's not there yet, but they'll get there. And if you look at New Jersey, over an inch to even 2 inches of rain in some parts of northern, northwestern New Jersey there. So a good amount of rain from this. We'll lastly look at the cameras. So let's go to 511 NY. Look at that. And just show you the rain coming down and the wind there so you get an idea. You can see the cameras kind of moving back and forth there. So it's pretty rainy, windy conditions. It is the middle of the night, fortunately, so most people aren't out. But here's another one. You can see that rain coming down. And the wind is definitely blowing out there. So it's not very nice to be outside, but I was surprised at the amount of power outages we're seeing, for sure. I didn't think there would be as much of an impact. It's still scattered, but it's still more of an impact than I thought there was going to be. So we'll have more on this storm, the aftermath of it, later today. Have a good night.